Hey everyone, I'm Haley, and welcome back to What the Film School. So if you didn't already know, this past weekend was the 90th Annual Academy Awards. That means that it was Oscars time. I'm the kind of person that is obsessed with the Oscars. It's like the Super Bowl for me, but for movies. I have watched them every single year for as long as I can remember. I get really obsessed with the red carpets. I get really obsessed with who's nominated and who's gonna win. This year, I went to an Oscars party with all my friends from film school, so I wanted to share all of their reactions with you in this video, and so you can see what film students really think about the Oscars.
In stunning black and white from the historic Dolby Theatre, where all the savvy stars mingle and mix. And here we go as they begin to arrive. It's a veritable Hollywood who's who.
Live from the Dolby Theatre from Hollywood Island, it's the Oscars.
You know what the secret of life is? A real loser is so afraid of not winning, they don't even try.
That's the truth. Ellen left the media.
I'm ready now. Roll the camera.
Smaller than me. What are you afraid of? I'm for president.
And the Oscar goes to... me. Sam Rockwell.
Think of the first win of the night.
Solid made sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Samuel.
Yes.
Well, you don't know about women, there's a lot.
Real woman sacrifice. More than any man here.
Yes.
Don't you think I had dreams and hopes?
Yes.
And something else real special.
My Oscar goes to Allison Janney.
What is so powerfully evident about the past recipients of this Academy Award is the strength of the women, not just that of the characters they portrayed on screen, but in many cases the actresses' personal strength forged in the challenges they faced as women in their real-life journey to the Oscar stage.
It's a new day in Hollywood, with new challenges ahead for all of us. But none of us will ever forget those who came before us, those who blazed a trail for my generation and for those to come.
Everybody, look around, ladies and gentlemen, because we all have stories to tell and projects. Don't talk to us about it at the parties tonight. Invite us into your office in a couple days, or you can come to ours, whichever suits you best, and we'll tell you all about them. I have two words to leave with you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Inclusion rider.
In the editing room, where real magic happens by cutting those frames together on a precise order that creates an emotional impact and tells a story. Since 1934, the Academy has recognized the women and the men whose skill for combining distinct images has elevated the art of movie making.
Simmer down.
Goes to Jordan.
But I kept coming back to it because I knew if someone let me make this movie, that people would hear it and people would see it. So I want to dedicate this to all the people who raised my voice and let me make this movie.
Oscar goes to Mexico, Kristen Anderson.
Yes. No way.
Yes! What? What's wrong?
The Shape of Water.
The Oscars, it's like such a meticulous thing where you have to release a movie on during Oscar season, and generally I think the voting process is kind of crappy, so I part of me doesn't support the Oscars, but the other part of me is like, oh my god, who's gonna win? I gotta watch it.
It's a huge train wreck. It's very frivolous and self-serving. The jokes aren't ever good. I've never watched a funny Oscar, but it's it's something I like to poke fun at.
I really like the Oscars.
It's PR, it's fun, but good films are gonna be good films no matter what people say. I mean, it's all subjective. Kind of nice to see a genre film, fantasy film, take Best Picture. I think that's good news for a genre film.
I think there are a lot more unique categories, and like sci-fi won, you know, a category which is pretty great.
Well, frankly, I'm kind of surprised that Gary Oldman, not only was his speech really long, but like I'm kind of surprised that he didn't thank his makeup artist, considering that, you know, that makeup was the performance.
Jordan Peele, yes, he deserved that. I'm so happy he won. He's just amazing. I like how they talked about women and representation and how we're being progressive in that sense, but there's still room for improvement. I think when it comes to just making sure the people who are nominated, that since they are being nominated, that they're representing the arts and people in general. So if someone is nominated, I think that they should really pay attention to who is and what not only they have done professionally, but also personally. And I'm not naming names, but we've seen this issue in the last couple of years at least. But I'm glad that the conversation is starting, and I'm glad that it's developing into a more comfortable space for us to really dive in and really explore and talk about the issues, and also talk about hopefully solutions and resolutions and what we can do to better not only the Academy, but also the people who are in it and the people who are going to be represented by it, the people who are who just care about it as well.
My last question is, do you want to go to the Oscars one day? Yes, I do.
I'd love to go to the Oscars.
Who do you think is going to be the big winner tonight?
Get Out for Best Comedy.
It's not gonna win.
Oh, really? Not even Best Comedy? Is it?
But that's not a category.
That's not the category it's nominated
for? That's like for the Golden Globes.
I'm really, I need to read Vulture more often.
Thanks so much for watching this week's video. I hope you liked it, and I hope that you liked the Oscars as well if you watched them. Be sure to comment below any reactions that you had while you were watching the Oscars, anything that surprised you about it, or your thoughts, your feelings, or if you don't even like to watch the Oscars at all and why you decide to avoid them at all costs. Be sure to give this video a like if you like it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Check out all my social media. The links will be down below. And go on over to my blog, wtfilmschool.com, because you'll be receiving exclusive content directly from me. Thanks so much again for watching. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.